They allege that we committed social misconduct. They said the protest we called was without Congress approval. They said that we locked the school gates. They said we locked the DSS office. We asked them to provide evidence for all these things. They could not provide evidence. Just because they want to punish us for protesting, because they feel that we've gone against their rules, because they feel that we are challenging them by protesting. Now, they have rusticated us based on these allegations, and they are telling the world that they are not rusticating us because of protest, but because of social misconduct. So in their own definition of protest, in their own definition of social misconduct now, it is protest. That is social misconduct. Meanwhile, they did not give all of us this letter. Not all executives got this letter, although all of us were supposed to get. But because of their divide and rule tactics, because they favor some and they hate some, they gave some people letter, they withdrew some people's letter. 7 out of the 16 executives got letters instead of all of us. 4 non-executive students got letters. In fact, one of them got 4 semesters rustication just because of a Facebook post, because he expressed himself on his Facebook account. He got 4 semesters rustication.
Now, when we protested, all we requested was that all these complaints should be looked into. All these complaints should be looked into, because when you come to campus in particular, you see that the things we buy on campus are much more expensive than the outside world. When you begin to buy things at 80 naira outside world, you come to University of Lagos, you buy it for 120. How much do we get from our parents at this time where there is recession? When your parents will give you 3,000 naira per week, you have done so many photocopies, you have done so many assignments, you have eaten breakfast for Monday, for Tuesday, and by Wednesday, there is no more fund. Students now begin to engage into various acts. These are things that we complained of, that are basic things. Yet, all we got from the university management are rustication letters. We protested. They said we do not have right to protest. And we told them that the right to protest is an individual right that is fundamental and constitutional, as enshrined in the Constitution of Nigeria. We protested, and we did the protest peacefully. Now they came up with various allegations that are false. That number one, that we invaded the premises of University of Lagos water. And we asked them, bring evidences. They could not bring evidences in a committee that was headed by a professor of law, Professor Fogam. They could not bring any evidence. We told them that they said we locked the university gate. And we asked them questions that, if we have locked the university gate, bring evidences. And aside from that, when ASU went on strike for 6 months and they shut down the university, not just locked the gate, who did they sack? When NASU locked the gate for days, who did they sack? When some other student last session locked the gate, who did they expel? Why we? Now, 16 students protested. 16 leaders protested with over 5,000 to 6,000 students. Upon serving rustication letter, they only served letters to only 7 out of 16. When the same 9 students that were exempted have the same allegation. On what ground, without evidences, did they rusticate students? Now, this is unfair, this is victimization, this is unjust. And aside from that, you could look into my placard and see that the university management gave 250,000 naira to the JCC chairman, which he confirmed both via phone call and we have evidences. They gave him 250,000 naira, and he said they gave him that money on personal basis. Is he a staff of the university? Is he a non-academic staff? Is he on scholarship? Even me that is on scholarship, but we've not collected 250,000 naira. Is he on scholarship? On what ground did they give him 250,000 naira? Knowing fully well that they gave him that money to destroy and forfeit and disrupt the entire peaceful movement of the university student leaders. So we are appealing. We have written letter of appeal to the pro-chancellor. We have written letter of appeal to the chancellor himself. We are appealing to the general public that the university management has been writing so many in the media to lie on the leaders, to make them see that these leaders, I am not a thug. I'm in final year. I am not just here just to protest. It's on the welfareism of the students. They've been lying to well-meaning Nigerians. And we're calling on the entire public to come to our aid. We cannot be rusticated for 2 semesters, 4 semesters for offenses we did not commit that are not evidence enough.
Student Union President, Rusticated Student Union President of University of Lagos. I am from the Faculty of Business Administration, Department of Accounting, and I am supposed to be graduating by October, November. I'm in my final year, 400 level, and I just have 6 papers to write to be graduating from University of Lagos. But last 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I got a letter from the management saying I have been rusticated for social misconduct. They termed it social misconduct. And then I have an handbook that writes the amounts of social misconduct you can have before you can be rusticated. And then the reason for my rustication is not even in the social misconduct, but we understand what management is trying to do.